Hey guys, we're here on Yonge Street to promote the launch of Press Start. We got some drinks, we got some games, and we're going to talk to some gamers. We're here. What's your name, sir?
Jermaine.
Jermaine, it's great to talk to you, sir. Thanks for stopping to chat with us. If you'd like, there's an energy drink here for you if you're into that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So what is your name, sir?
Adam Colder.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on Press Start to talk with us. You sound like you're a big gamer.
Yeah, I love video games.
Yeah? Have you been a gamer your whole life?
Ever since I could really remember. First video game console was like, I guess, PlayStation 1. I was really into Pokemon when I was little.
That was my life basically for a while. For probably 2 solid years, the only thing I cared about was like Pokemon on Game Boy and Pokemon cards like in the schoolyard. We were talking a little bit before. You say you don't game too much anymore, but you have a bit of an interesting gaming past. You said you actually had a 3DO?
Yes, I did. I had a Sonic 3DO. If you don't know what that is, you have to look it up, and if you can find one and play it, Gex the Gecko is the best game I've had.
I shamed myself by not actually knowing what Gex the Gecko is. I was very shocked, but yeah, what exactly is Gex the Gecko?
So Gex the Gecko is a game about like a lizard. He just had really amazing one-liners like all throughout the game, which is what fascinated me, which is why I was such a big fan.
We're talking with Chris here on the street. How long have you been playing games for, man?
I've been playing games since about 1984.
1984, wow, that's pretty cool. So right around when the original NES came out.
Before, ColecoVision was actually my first.
Was that your first console?
First console.
Nice. What did you play on ColecoVision?
There was Mr. Do, there was Zaxxon, there was Gorf, Donkey Kong Jr.
You'd be amazed how often Mr. Do comes up in this show. Yeah, it's kind of like, it seems like it's like that really like, I don't know, galvanized a lot of people. You said you also were big into the Dreamcast, right? Which is one of my favorite consoles for sure. But what did you play on the Dreamcast?
NFL. Yeah, I know the game. It was like a fighting game.
Virtual Fighter?
Not Virtual Fighter, but that game was like amazing. And that one boxing game.
The boxing game on Dreamcast. So really, like, you're talking about Dreamcast, you're talking about 3DO. I mean, both great systems in their own ways, but you had terrible taste in games because like, all the things you like totally failed. They flop hardcore. Mitch, it's nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming on Press Start. You're a big gamer, obviously, for coming on here. What do you? When did you get into games?
I was about 2.
2, really?
My mom taught me how to put the cords in the TV. I had an Atari 2600, and I was born in '95. I had an Atari 26 in like 2000, like 1999.
That's pretty intense. What did you used to play on 2600?
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And my mom got these really old romance games from thrift stores that like made no sense. Like it was just like weird adventure games about finding a dead body, but you couldn't really tell when you were a kid because it's just like a bunch of blocks.
What was your first Pokemon game?
I had Pokemon Blue was my first one.
I had Yellow.
You had Yellow?
Yeah.
I had that one a little bit later. That was cool, eh?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Well, the only difference was Pikachu.
Yeah, just had Pikachu
but
following you around is like, but apparently it was just the coolest thing, like to me.
So you've kind of been consistent, like loving games since like the mid '80s. Like
There's never been a drop off.
that's crazy though, because you've seen a lot of stuff happen. You kind of saw probably a bit of the death and rebirth of the arcade scene, and just like the death and rebirth of the console industry as well. Do you generally play more retro stuff than new stuff, or is it kind of a pretty even mix these days?
It depends on what's coming out and how well it's made.
Yeah.
Why am I going to play, say, Bayonetta 2 if Bayonetta 2 sucks when I can go back to Devil May Cry 3, which, you know, is an awesome game.
Was your mom a gamer?
My mom,
Or is your mom a gamer?
she plays a lot of puzzle games,
Yeah.
but I had actually motor skills when I was motor skill problems since birth, where I couldn't write, my hands were really shaky. But playing video games actually gave me a lot of hand-eye coordination that allowed me to begin to write more.
That's cool.
Like video games became sort of like a bootleg physiotherapy for me.
Really cool, yeah.